What is up, everybody? Today, we are going to be looking at my autograph collection. Now, I excluded cards, like, let's just say you open up a pack and you get lucky and you pull out some autograph. I don't count that. I'm counting it if I either pulled it out of, like, some sort of mystery box or, like, a gift or in person or through the mail. But let's just get started with the least amount. I have two that I only have one of. One is a autographed cap of Jose Canseco. It is a Red Sox City Connect. I was at Fenway Park for an autograph signing. And they gave us another free ticket from the one that we already purchased. And I thought, I don't really have anything else. We didn't realize it until, like, 5 people before we actually got to meet Jose. So I took off my cap and I gave it to him. You know, he was there at Fenway because, he was good for the Red Sox. He was good for us. And he inscribed 4040 Club there. He has a nice autograph there, and PSA was there to authenticate everything. Speaking of Jose Canseco, the original thing that I brought for him to autograph was this, his 86 Topps Trade-In Series, and yet again, inscribed 4040 Club on there. That is really, really nice. And the other one that I have, only one of a kind in my collection, is an index card through the mail. Funny story, I got this literally a couple of days ago. Freddie Lynn. I got this through the mail. I sent him a card. Originally, and he didn't sign the card. He sent back the card, but he did sign this index card, which is very nice. Good penmanship for Freddie. Very nice. Now, I've got 2 autographed bats. The first one is this really nice Pete Rose. Let me just gently put this down here. It's a Rawlings. Pete Rose, hit king, and then how many hits he had? 4,256. I just got this as a present. But yeah, great autograph. He should be in the Hall of Fame. I've also got an autograph card of his that I pulled out of the Charlie Hustle edition because each and every single one has a Pete Rose autograph in it. But, didn't decide to show that because, pull it out of the pack. Alright, next up is the second bat. And this I got up in my most recent trip to Cooperstown. That is Juan Gonzalez. Juan Gon. He did use steroids, but it was really fun to, if you ever get a chance to, watch some highlights of him hit absolute tanks out of the ballpark. Always fun to watch Juan Gon. But yeah, Juan Gonzalez, autographed, bat. Alright, next up is some autograph cards also through the mail. I will do it from the first one that I got, which is Keith Hernandez. If you would like to send a card to Keith Hernandez. I'm sorry. The light's kind of... Oh, wait. Alright, sorry. Let me just try and find a position. Yeah, that's perfect. If you would like a Keith Hernandez autograph, you know, I got his 87 All-Star. 87 Topps All-Star card autograph. You can look up his address. And if you do want it, you have to send $25 and a, this is basically the same for everybody. Have to send $25 and a self-addressed, return envelope. Very nice for, Keith. Next up is, Louis Tiant. I love Louis Tiant. I love the Red Sox. He's an absolute legend. You do not have to send anything, any money-wise, to Louis Tiant, but you do need to send, yet again, this is the same for everybody, self-addressed envelope, of course, with stamps. Then I sent one to, Dennis Martinez. Yeah, just great penmanship. Don't have to send money yet again. Self-addressed envelope. That is basically the same for everyone. And then my most recent one. This came on the same day as the Freddie Lynn Index. Goose Gossage. Surprisingly, for a Hall of Famer of, like, him, like, his legacy, he does not charge any money. So, you just send the card in a self-addressed envelope. But do be careful. I have gotten one back. I sent one to Greg Maddux, and some guy, some really mean jerk, he wrote Greg Maddux in blue Sharpie on the card, just like with sloppy penmanship. So you do have to watch out for jerks who think that it's funny to ruin a card. Luckily, it was a reprint, but you do got to be careful. Now, let's move on to the baseballs. I have a lot of baseballs, so let's just start off with Hall of Famer Jim Rice. And he inscribed Hall of Fame 09 for his 2009 induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Good autograph there. If you do want to send one to Jim Rice through the mail, as I found out the hard way, that is going to cost you $20. Sadly, people do want money, but what can you do? Now, the second Louis Tiant autograph is a Louis Tiant autograph baseball, a little bit off-centered. Not in the sweet spot, really, but, you know, still great. This was my first ever autograph in-game. Reese McGuire at a, oh, no, it wasn't my first ever, at Ballpark autograph. It was my second. It was at the last game of the season last year, Yankees versus Red Sox. And before the game, went over to the dugout, and Reese was signing autographs, and I got his autograph. So, it's in one of the frames here. Now, then I went to another autograph signing, and guess who was there again? Reese McGuire. Now, this time he signed it straight in the sweet spot with blue pen. Now, here is World Series. I got this out of the Under Wraps, like, Fanatics thing. I love those. But Ben Zobrist, 2016 World Series MVP, inscribed on a 2016 World Series baseball. Not game used, just commemorative. Next up is another one from the Fanatics Under Wraps. David Wells. And he inscribed when he threw his perfect game. But, you know, like, nice autograph on David, right in the sweet spot. And, with blue pen, and he threw it on May 17th, 1998. So, yeah, now moving on. Rickey Henderson, Hall of Famer, Rickey Henderson, you know, in the sweet spots, pretty close. Nice autograph. I also, if you've watched the video, which I recommend you watching, out of the first ever thing of Topps Sterling that I ever opened, I got a nice quad relic auto of Rickey. So I'm not a stranger to Rickey Henderson autographs. Now this is one of my favorites just because I love this Hall of Famer, Ralph Kiner. Now, you know, it's a little bit off from the sweet spot, but that is great. Ralph Kiner, Pittsburgh Pirates legend, Hall of Famer. So, I mean, what more can you ask? This is Andy Pettitte. Now, the cool thing about this Andy Pettitte, he might get into the Hall of Fame. You never know. But he inscribed, like, everything. 256 career wins. This is out of the Fanatics Under Wraps thing. 256 career wins. 2,448 strikeouts. 5-time World Series champ. 3-time All-Star. 1 ALCS MVP. And a 3.85 career ERA. Of course, with that beautiful, beautiful autograph right in that sweet spot. Moving on. Now, this is the first in-game autograph. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Julio Rodriguez. Funny story. Right before he really, like, went off, he was just another rando that they started in center field. So, you know, I got it, and I was like, oh, cool, and I looked him up, and, you know, oh, he has some pretty good stats, and then he became Rookie of the Year, and he won the Gold Glove for center field this year. But this was my first ever in-game autograph. Next up, another Hall of Famer, absolute legend, over 500 career home runs, one of the best slugging third basemen of all time, Eddie Mathews. Right in the sweet spot there. I got this up in a store in Stowe, Vermont. You know, they put Eddie Mathews there, if you couldn't tell. I tried to scrape it off, but, you know, I just left it there. But, yep, Eddie Mathews. It's got, like, a purplish ink from a purplish pen. And now, the last autograph of the night is from another Fanatics Under Wraps. It is of Pete Alonso on a 2019 All-Star Game ball, which he was a rookie All-Star in 2019. And it's a special, like, framing. So I put one of his cards right there. It's his 2019 rookie. And, you know, he just had another 100 RBI season. And let's hope that, you know, I'm not a New York Mets fan. But ever since Keith Hernandez signed that thing for me, you know, I've been like, you know what? Why can't you do just a little bit better? But, you know, the Mets need to work on some stuff. And I feel bad for them. Barely feel anything for them. But, I do feel bad for them. But, thank you for watching, guys. That was my complete autograph collection. If this were, like, my complete autograph collection, like, through packs and stuff, this would be, like, a 30-minute, 40-minute video. But, I'll cut it off right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know, you can share it, not share it, but, you know, I've been continuing to send stuff through the mail. You never know who will respond. Might have to update you in a little bit. Like always, wash your hands, stay safe, equals peace.